Okay.
You asked, and we shall deliver. So the Parliament of Papas is comes to us from Reddit, from a user called Unable Dragonfly 6234 in the Am I the Buttface subreddit. Am I the buttface for using a song as a joke at work? So 6 months ago, a new colleague called Scott joined our team. As someone who grew up around the time of the movie Euro Trip, I automatically thought of Scotty Doesn't Know. I made the reference jokingly a couple of times to him, and he seemed to laugh it off without really saying much. Everyone on our team thought it was funny, and everyone would join in and say things like, "Oh, don't tell Scotty," whenever he mentioned his girlfriend, which he seemed to take in good humor. So eventually, I thought it would be funny to set the song Scotty Doesn't Know as my ringtone on my work phone for every time he called. Again, everyone seemed to think this was acceptable and funny. It always got laughs every time he rang. Anyway, somehow it got back to him, and he decided to take it really personally and went to HR. Didn't even say to all of us that he didn't find it funny. Unfortunately, they have done an investigation and decided I am the sole perpetrator. They've taken a very harsh line and have let me go for gross misconduct, accusing me of targeted sexual harassment, which I think is ridiculously unfair. I initially went to the HR sub for advice, but I got absolutely flayed alive over there and called a total buttface. But I don't know how. It's just a fun reference to a stupid movie, so am I the buttface?
You want to start this, or do you want me to take the lead?
So I've not actually seen.
Okay, first off, well then I will say something first, and then you can run with it, Joe. Okay. Everybody listening to my voice, realize that comedies from the 2000s to 2010s are now problematic because as a society we have changed. Okay, we were allowed to get away with a lot of crap back then, and a lot of these movies that we hold really close to our hearts, they don't age well at all. They age like milk. And also, rewatching them now, it's like, oh man, where the hell was my mind at when I thought this was funny? It's happened to me multiple times, right? I've gone back and watched films that I thought were great in that time period because that's when I'm in high school, going to college and all that. They don't ever hold up. There's a 4% chance, man. And hold on, and Euro Trip, when it first came out, didn't hold up back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say there are quite a few movies, especially back then, that were so much more fun to quote than they were to watch. Like Napoleon Dynamite, way more fun to quote than it is to watch, in my opinion. So, what? You see?
I still quote Napoleon Dynamite a lot.
Exactly.
But
when's the last time you actually watched it?
About 2 years ago.
Oh, well, that's a lot sooner than I thought, to be honest. Yeah. That you would say. So it's my understanding that the Scotty Doesn't Know song is referencing that Scotty doesn't know that his girlfriend is cheating on him.
Correct.
Okay. So basically, if you read into it, especially because the guy explicitly stated he would make the jokes about his girlfriend whenever he brought it up.
Uh-huh.
That means every time he brought it up, he's implying that his girlfriend is cheating on him.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes, which would be considered what in a workplace, Joe?
Harassment.
Ba 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 ba.
And depending on how he went about it, it could also imply that this guy is sleeping with his girlfriend.
That's 100%.
The singer in it, from my understanding, is
sleeping with Scotty's girlfriend. Yes.
And so the whole joke is him basically saying, "Hey, I'm sleeping with your girlfriend." Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, like saying it as a once-off, you can get away with that. But this guy just continued on and on and on with it. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. People are gonna get angry about that.
Also, get some new bits, bud. Right?
Right?
You're literally beating a dead horse. But also, here's the deal. When you have new employees that you're working with, let's not attack him right away. You know, they don't know your sense of humor. You don't know their boundaries, right? So the best bet is just be like, I don't know, let's give him time to settle in here before I start implying that I'm having relations with his girlfriend. A thing that I do, because I have a lot of new employees while working at farmers markets down in the cities. Everyone knows that I could be a little abrasive and crass and all this. I'll very much toe the line for the first 2 shifts, right? I won't act like myself. I'll act like the manager that I'm being paid to be. But once we get through that window, I say straight up to him, I said, hey, look, I like to have fun at work. I screw around a lot. Sometimes I run my mouth and I think things are funny, but I don't always realize that I've gone over the line. And if I have ever gone over the line and I say or do something that makes you uncomfortable, just tell me. Because I'm not doing it out of volition. But everybody has their own things. And so sometimes I might hit a chord that I don't understand. And all you have to do is pull me aside and tell me, hey, look, that doesn't sit cool with me. And I'm like, oh, geez, all right, you know what? I'm sorry I stepped over a line, and it won't happen again. So, but this guy, yeah, and I hate, first off, second off, third off, he's not giving us the full story here, right?
Oh, yeah.
This company's been waiting to get rid of him for however long he's worked here, because if this was his first offense, that is a meeting with HR and a warning. Not a full-blown termination.
Oh, yeah.
So, now, this guy is the butthead idiot, and I think there's a lot more to the story that he's not letting the internet know, because then he'll look like the jerk.
And he still did, which, you know, I guarantee he downplayed just how
100%.
He went off on it. I had a coworker at my internship in college who every Friday would hop onto the intercom and play the Rebecca Black song every Friday. And I don't know how long he was doing it before I started working there, but it happened every Friday while I was working there. And there was one day where our QA manager, our quality assurance manager, he broke into because he would lock his office door. And so the QA manager just got so fed up with it. He broke in there, wrestled the intercom out of his hand, and during that ended up accidentally slamming the guy's head against a filing cabinet.
Yeah, accidentally. It's weird how it was on beat with the song.
It's
Friday.
But yeah, no, it was. I'm surprised. I don't think any disciplinary action came to the guy that wrestled him, wrestled that away from him and slammed his head against it. But you know, it was a small company. HR was basically non-existent, so
it's fair.
But yeah, he still works there. Actually, he reaches out to me every now and again. That guy, because he was technically my boss there. But yeah. All right, so I think we're both in agreement. This guy is the butt face. Yeah, all of the top comments on here are like, yeah, no, you were just a bully. There's a few people who are like, have you listened to the lyrics? It may say Scotty, but have you listened to the rest of the lyrics? And
well, I mean, gosh, it's funny because I know that the movie's problematic because my hetero life mate Denny Lee Robinson loves that movie. So if Dennis loves it, you know it's a problematic bad movie. Right? He was just quoting it 2 days ago. So no, there's, like I said, before you start championing these movies around from the 2000s, sit down and actually revisit them, because you'll find out they don't hold the same gravitas that your rose-colored glasses let you think they do.
Oh yeah. Like I've said a bunch of different times, because we've talked about your favorite F-bomb in a PG-13 movie.
Oh yeah, it's The Ringer.
The Ringer, 100%.
But also, hold on. The thing about The Ringer is that movie holds up better than all of these movies from the 2000s. Because Knoxville found a way to make a comedy movie that's not punching down on a community, right? It's weird. I've watched The Ringer not too long ago, and it still holds up. Because he is 100%, but the whole film is about him being the butthead, being the true antagonist of the film, which is perfect. But you have these movies like Wedding Crashers and like Superbad and like Old School per se. They or what, you wouldn't believe this, Joey, but one of my favorite ones was like Grandma's Boy or like Beer Fest. They don't really hold up to great movies. No, you've never saw Grandma's Boy?
I don't think I've even heard of it.
Joey, you're gonna love it.
Doubt.
It's about a video game company, dude. And I'll send you a link later.
Okay.
Sit down with the kids. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Let's just blindly watch that with the kids.
Yeah, it's called Grandma's Boy, bud. How bad could it be?